Thomas Barkley here with a quick video, quick new walkthrough to the new Catalog feed and Catalog Manager interface. We have added a whole bunch of convenience buttons, convenience action buttons over here. So I'm going to show you that. And you can see it has moved, things have moved around a little bit. Manage Catalogs is this list now where you have all your catalogs listed by Business Manager. Add Catalog, that's where you can add new catalogs. And map product categories is what used to be Google categories, and I'll show you that. And here we have the tab. If you still need access to the old feed builder, then you can go here. But if you're new to Trackify, don't even look at that. Doesn't matter at all to you. If you still have an old catalog feed in there, you can still access it here, but it will be deprecated very, very shortly on September 1st. So let's first go through the convenience tools here a little bit. So there's a trash can icon that obviously allows you to delete a catalog from Facebook. So this here is pulling in all the catalogs that you have in this Business Manager that is selected up here. And if you change the Business Manager, it's going to pull in the catalogs that are accessible in that Business Manager. And then you can delete them. It takes a little moment always to turn around from Facebook. So that's why this takes a moment. I'm not going to do it again. All right, so good. So now once you have a catalog, you can do some interesting things. You can click on this here, on the catalog name, and it'll take you over to Facebook, and it shows you what products there are in this particular catalog, right? So you go straight to the product, so you can check up on the products, see if everything's there. That's done through the first link. Now you can navigate here, so if you know your way around Facebook catalogs, there are all these other functions here accessible directly once you're inside Facebook. However, we wanted to add some convenience tools here and make your life a little bit easier if you want to just go access something directly, access a Facebook catalog feature directly. And so all of these action buttons here, obviously they pertain to the particular catalog that you're looking at. So let's go one at a time. So feed name, this is a different link. This link here takes you directly to where you can do the manual fetch. You see you're still in, or again, in the catalog, inside the catalog here that is in that row that you clicked. But now this time you're in the product data sources tab, and within that you're in the settings for this particular feed, which is the feed that is used for this particular catalog when you first set it up. And so this gives you direct access without long ado and searching to, number one, the feed URL that is right here. So you can change that by clicking on edit. And if there's ever need to change that feed, you can do that there, and you can save it. And you can also do a manual fetch here. So if you have an urgent update where you have something that's changed in your products and you want to push this directly to Facebook immediately, you can go here and manually click fetch now, and that will instantly update your catalog. Otherwise, by default, the way Trackify creates the catalogs, by default they're set to update automatically every hour to Facebook. And there's no rebuilding nor manual rebuilding in Trackify necessary whatsoever. Okay, so now then here you get to this status page, which is also in the product and data sources tab and inside that particular feed. But you can see now we're in the overview, and you can see here are the previous uploads, so that you can get kind of inspect what happened, how many products were removed and added. If you have any changes in your feed, you should see some changes happening in here. And then usually this is the place also where you would see some warnings, or so this is a good place to kind of see what the status is of your current feed there, status. Here we are. And so now here, the remaining three buttons here are again for accessing direct features inside this catalog in Facebook. So here is where you create product sets. your first product set you want to create is probably the one that has all products in it. So you simply type in all products as a name and don't change anything here and just hit create, and that will create your all products product set. And then you can create more product set here by tags and by other features, by other criteria that you are that you can find inside the feed. The next one here is where you can manage product sources. So this is where you get into the next step over here. You go to product events. That's actually events sources. So we're going to change that name there a little bit. But this is where you can see which pixels are assigned to this particular catalog as an event source. And so that is right here, and you can connect more pixels to this. That takes you directly in there. Maybe a little bit of an advanced feature. I don't know if you need to actually do something there, but if you do, then this is your direct hit to that. And then here you can manage the general catalog settings, the general settings for this particular catalog. You can see here, notification settings, image transformations, all kinds of other things. And this is here in this last menu item. So again, these are convenience tools. If you need to access any of these features directly, we figured that this would help you out and get you directly to where you need to be. Okay, so now this was the walkthrough of the Manage Catalogs section here with all these new action buttons and the new links in the different places here, in the different columns. Now let's go to where you would actually add a catalog. So this here is where you can add a new catalog. You could simply make a name here. I would always recommend that you make the name something that is easily recognized. So let's just say we call this by today's date, and we're going to say demo here. And this is going to be the catalog name. This is going to be the feed name. The feed URL, I would recommend that you don't touch that in general. This should just remain what it is. And then this is an additional feature. I'm going to demonstrate that in just a minute. Okay, so let's just build this catalog, and we're going to call it demo variant images. Okay, we're going to call it that, and you'll see in a minute why I call it that. So you hit create catalog, and this will now build a catalog based on your default business manager, which is what you're setting up in the settings. You've walked through this when you first set up Trackify, and your main pixel is used here by default for this catalog as an event source. So this takes a small moment, and then you should see we come back here to the list of catalogs. And you could now, so if you don't know which one it was, you could just maybe type in the search field here something that you named the catalog, and there you go. It isolates that one, and it's right there. It shows you the status here. It shows you the last upload, next upload. It shows you what's going on. It's currently uploading, and there you go. Okay, so that's one way of creating the catalog. Now the other way is, and I wanted to walk you through this setting here, the add image. The add image by default is the image of the first variant of a product. So if you go into this product catalog here, or into these products, and let's say we're going to this product right here, you can see there are 3 variant images here, 3 images that are particular colors of that shirt, and these are specifically assigned to 3 variants. And then there's an additional image here, and that image is not assigned to one of the variants at all. So we call that image the product image, and I call these images the variant images. So this here would be the image of the first variant, and that is the one that is shown by default in the catalog. And if you switch this parameter that I'm showing you right now, it will use this image where it is available, right? So you don't have to have that for all products. If this image is not available, then it'll just pick the first variant image anyway. But if you have any product images set up, any additional images set up, then it will pick the product image to show in the ads. And this is cool because that way you can make more engaging images for your dynamic product ads, and thereby increase the effect of your retargeting campaigns, right? That's going to be awesome. So that's why that is. Now, these product feeds are specific to the catalogs that you've created when you set them up. So right now I have two catalogs, right? We have now this one down here that says demo, and I forgot to rename this one, right? So this one here is the previous one that has the variant images, and then I have one that is, let's see here, there are several that have been created today, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to filter them, but here you go. So this is what we just got. So this one must be the one that, no, it's one of these. Maybe not. You know what? I don't know. So this is what comes from not renaming your stuff properly. So I'm just going to go with guessing that it's this one. Anyway, so this one will show the product images. Okay, and each product, each catalog has its own catalog feed, right? So if you're changing the feed here, this does not have any effect on the catalogs that you've already previously created. So if you want to change the feed URL inside the catalog that already exists, then you need to come in here, grab the one that that is the right one. So let's say, oh, I messed it up now, but let's say you're sorry, so you need to be on the correct one. And then let's say you want to switch it to the product image version. So then you come back here and you click on where the feed is, and that's where you can change the feed. See, you just scroll down here, you click on edit, you highlight this feed, you paste in the other feed URL, and that is how you would change the feed in the same catalog that already exists. Okay, so that's how that works. Cool. So there you go. And there's one last tab here that has changed just slightly. Map product catalogs. This is where you can map your specific product types. So these are product types in Shopify, and they're automatically mapped to Google product categories over here. Okay, this is a feature that Facebook it gives you warnings if a product doesn't have that. They don't get omitted from the feed, but you would want to set them, and that's why we offer this here, right? So in this case, they're automatically matched, and every now and then there's a kind of a funky product type, and then this comes to a funky matching. So you might want to look through these and see, you know, tanks. So sure, storage tanks is the one here. So that's not really what we want. So we want to have tank tops, right? Tank top. So that's kind of what we want. And then you wait until it pulls up the right one. Well, this isn't, so fine. So we just go with shirts. There you go, shirts and tops. So it wasn't. It's not there with tanks. All right. So there you go. There you can change them like this, and you save them, and then you have your Google product category mapping exactly the way you want. Cool. So that's all. Thanks for watching this video walkthrough. It's a quick and dirty one. We will have a more thorough walkthrough here shortly, but I just wanted to send this out to you for the weekend so that you can find your way around this interface. And there you go. So have a good one. Hopefully this will help you manage your Facebook catalogs better, and we'll be here for you. If you have any questions, as always, just touch base with us on the in-app chat here. You just click down here and you contact us, and we'll respond usually quite quickly. All right, thank you very much for listening. This is Thomas Bartke, over and out.